Let's be real. Most schools don't get autism, and they're going to miss the subtle bullying that autistic kids experience. And that's why they need you to be their advocate and their coach and their safe place. Today, I'll show you how to equip your child with the tools they need in order to get the support at school, self-advocate, and grow and develop emotional resilience to bullying. One of the tools that I want to get into today is how to empower your child, how to teach them to self-advocate. And one method of doing this is to teach scripts that they can use in these different situations. So teaching them how to say, stop, I don't like that, I need help. And notice how I'm doing that. I'm making eye contact, I have a firm voice. These are the things that you can role play with your child, and they can practice ahead of time. So when they're in these situations, they can use it like that. Another one is to practice safe exit strategies or use the buddy system. So a safe exit strategy is to go over that it is okay to leave a situation if you're uncomfortable or if you're feeling unsafe. Hey, I've got to go work on homework right now. Oh, I've got to go. Or literally just getting up, not saying anything, and leaving the situation. If you're feeling unsafe, it's okay to go. You don't need to explain yourself. Another one is to reinforce for them that it is okay to ask for help. It's okay to ask an adult, a teacher, a caregiver, a counselor, the school bus driver that they need help. So I want to share a personal story of when I was bullied. I remember when I was a kid and I was in elementary school. I don't know, I was like first, second grade. And I was on the play equipment. And I remember going over this bridge, and there was a tunnel, and then there was a platform, and there was some slides. And there was this older kid that was in fourth or fifth grade that was like, hey, James, come on over here. I want to show you something. And me being so young and wanting to fit in, even though I was uncomfortable, I did it. So I crawled through the tunnel, and this kid got in right behind me. So I couldn't back out. And already I felt even more uncomfortable because I couldn't back out. I knew something was up. And right when I stuck my head through the tunnel, this other guy said, hey, James, up here. And then he spit in my ear. And they all started laughing and having a great time. And I was embarrassed. And I didn't know what to do. So I just went down the slide and I cried. And I felt really bad about it. And I thought to myself, well, what can I do? Because the kid that spit in my ear, he was the son of the daycare worker who ran the entire daycare. So I already knew I could not go to a teacher and have him actually get in trouble. It's just not going to happen. He could get away with murder. So I wasn't the only one that they bullied. I remember either it was that day or the next day, they literally did the same thing with somebody else. And I went up to that person and a couple other folks to where this kid was bullying them. And we made a buddy system to where whenever we was around this other kid or whenever we knew that he was there at the daycare, we would stick together and we definitely wouldn't go around him. And if he came near, we would warn one another and we'd go somewhere else. Or we'd stand together and he knew like, hey, this is a challenge. I'm not going to deal with this. I want an easy target. And we made ourselves not an easy target. That's how to use the buddy system. Another strategy to use is to collaborate with the school. Whenever an incident happens or whenever you're communicating with school staff, keep a record. Everything needs to be in writing, documented. What happened? Who did it happen to? Where did it happen? Keep it all in black and white. Another thing is to schedule meetings with the school on a regular basis, not after an incident happens. Being proactive is going to be much better than being reactive. And what may need to happen is that you set up what's called a 504 plan or even an IEP, individualized education plan, to help your child if they're being bullied this severely. And what can be included in these plans is a safe person that the child feels close to. So maybe that's their teacher, maybe it's the coach, maybe it's a counselor, maybe it's a school bus driver, but someone safe that they can go to and they can talk to. Another one is supervised social time. So having an adult around who's cognizant of what's going on so they can kind of keep an eye on your kid who may be an easy target and make sure that they aren't targeted while they're around. And another strategy that a school can do is some schools will offer social skills groups and emotional learning groups so they can go to these different groups and practice these different skills there. And some kids may not want to go to a social skills group at their school, or maybe you don't necessarily want them to go to a social skills group at school. And that's okay. I get it. Being pulled out of class, asked to go to this group, a kid can feel othered. But think about it this way and frame it to them this way, that it's not just about their protection. It's about them receiving an education that's free from fear. Because that's what bullying is fear. Another strategy to consider is for them to develop social connections with others. So using what they're interested in. So maybe they're really into Legos, so joining a Lego group or going out on activities that involve that. Maybe they're really into chess, so encouraging them to join the chess club and developing those pro-social relationships with others, connecting with other kids that have the same interest, the same passion, is going to be much more impactful. And they can start to develop really good friendships in there. Another one is to look in your community and to join autism-friendly social groups so your child can practice positive social skills. What does a good social interaction look like with somebody else? What does it look like when another child really actually wants to connect with me and they're not being mean and they're not trying to take advantage of me? Oh, this is what that looks like. And another thing to keep in your mind is not to force play dates with others. Follow their lead. They've got to be ready. They're the ones that are going to be forging and maintaining this relationship. So sometimes you don't need a bunch of friends in order to be happy. All you really need is one or two really good, high quality friends. And I already shared before that I was bullied when I was younger. In fact, I was bullied quite a bit. But when I changed schools, it was almost like a clean slate. And that's when I could finally go to school without being afraid. I could be myself. And when I was able to let my guard down, I was able to meet some other really cool, quirky, nerdy kids that just got me. And I got them. And I'm friends with these guys even today. So another set of tools to consider is emotional regulation and coping strategies. Bullying is a trauma. So what we've got to do is help your child feel safe in their body again. And that can include some deep breathing, calming sensory tools, using fidgets, using things like this, like a little ouchie, things that make them feel grounded, having them practice scripts like, I can handle this right now. I'm good enough. I've got this. And to normalize that everyone has bad days and not to shame them for that. It's okay to feel so overwhelmed and have a meltdown. You're still worthy. You're okay to have these big feelings. And it makes sense that you're having these big feelings. So not shaming them when they're having a really bad day. And another one that's overlooked is to build resilience through confidence. Look at what their strengths are. Look at what they're good at. Look at what they're passionate about and interested in and celebrate those strengths. So maybe they're really good at building in Minecraft. Maybe they know a lot about astronomy. Looking at these passions because these are a strength. These are a superpower of theirs. And reinforcing that because being different is not a weakness. It's a real superpower. And the more that our kids believe in themselves and are proud of themselves, the less likely they are to believe the lies that the bullies are telling them. I want to leave you with this. You're not going to be able to prevent every hurt that happens to them, but you can help them face it with strength, recover with your support, and to know that they're never alone. And I want to share with you something that I wish that I had heard when I was that age. And I want you to try and communicate this with your child, that you're not broken. You're exactly who you're meant to be.